1897. The British Empire rules the seas, its warships patrolling every corner of the globe. But empires are not held by flags or maps. They are held by men, countless men, enduring every day. This is not the story of an admiral. It is the story of a single sailor, one among thousands, living one ordinary day aboard a Royal Navy warship. Before dawn, the ship is silent except for the creaking of timber and steel. Below deck, it is pitch black, with only the faint glow of lanterns casting shadows on the walls. You sleep in a hammock, canvas stretched tight between iron hooks. Bodies hang side by side, barely an arm's length apart, breathing the same thick, salty air. The smell of sweat, damp wood and salt water fills your lungs as the ship groans beneath the tide. Suddenly, the ship's bell rings 6 times, echoing through the hull. 6 bells mark 6 o'clock, the start of another long day at sea. Boots strike the deck above as a voice calls, "All hands on deck!" There is no hesitation. The hammocks are stowed, blankets folded, men climbing over one another in the tight space. You pull on your uniform, a rough wool shirt, stiff trousers, and leather boots hardened by salt. Comfort does not exist aboard this ship. Obedience, endurance, and discipline are the only rules. You climb the ladder to the upper deck, emerging into the cold wind of the morning. The sea stretches endlessly, grey water under a grey sky, the horizon almost invisible. Smoke drifts from the ship's funnels as the engines hum beneath your feet. An officer passes, his uniform crisp, his boots polished, eyes forward, expression unreadable. Rank governs every movement. You lower your gaze and continue your duty. Buckets of seawater are thrown across the deck, sand and holy stones scraping against the planks. You drop to your knees and scrub, salt water burning your hands and rubbing your skin raw. The deck must shine, not for beauty, but for obedience. Officers watch in silence. Mistakes are remembered. The bell rings again, signaling breakfast. You eat quickly from tin plates. Salt beef and hard biscuits, washed down with weak tea. Many sailors joined to escape hunger, but the Navy owns every moment of their lives in return. After breakfast, you descend below to the engine room. The heat strikes you instantly. Steam hisses from iron pipes as coal dust fills the air. Massive pistons rise and fall, clanging with every stroke, moving the ship through the waves. Your task is simple. Shovel coal, feed the boilers, and keep the engines running. Without coal, the ship is helpless. Without men like you, the Empire cannot move. Your lungs fill with black dust, your arms grow numb. Suddenly, a sharp whistle cuts through the noise. Action stations. It is only a drill, but it is treated with the seriousness of war. Men sprint to their positions, guns are uncovered, ammunition is carried forward. Commands echo across the deck, precise and urgent. Everyone knows their place. Hesitation can cost a life. Discipline rules everything aboard the ship. Punishments are swift and severe, confinement and hard labor are common, and fear keeps order. As the day progresses, coal is shoveled, decks scrubbed, lines secured, and sails checked. Hours pass with the monotonous rhythm of labor, interrupted only by the call of the officer or the sound of the bell. The afternoon brings another drill, this time for gunnery. The crew practices firing sequences, loading shells, aiming cannons, all under watchful eyes. Every action is precise, drilled and measured. Mistakes are punished. After the drills, there is a brief moment of rest. The sun lowers, painting the sea in gold and orange. A calm settles over the ship, and for a fleeting moment, it feels almost peaceful. A sailor plays a harmonica, its soft notes drifting across the deck. Another scribbles a letter home. Words of longing and hope, never guaranteed to reach their destination. The smell of the sea mingles with the scent of coal and sweat, heavy and persistent. Evening falls, and the final bell rings. You descend below deck once more. Hammocks are rehung, blankets folded for the night. The ship creaks and groans as it moves through the dark water, engines pulsing beneath your feet. Exhaustion weighs on your body. Every muscle aches from a day of unrelenting labor. Tomorrow will be the same. Until orders call for war, sickness strikes, or the sea claims another life. This sailor will never appear in history books. His name will be forgotten, yet empires were carried forward by men like him. One ship, one sailor, one ordinary day at sea. If you want to see history as it was truly lived, not by kings, but by those who carried empires. Subscribe. The next story is already waiting.